So I'm working on the one-ton truck today, and I'm taking a break at the moment. And I thought I would record a video. Uh, let's talk about this political election we have going on right now. It amazes me how much that a few candidates can turn our country into P.T. Barnum's rolling circus. Oh my God. We got Trump that has no mouth filter whatsoever. You've got Bernie Sanders, who, well, his initials are BS for a reason. We got Hillary Clinton that reminds me of Two-Face from Batman. I don't know one person that knows anything about Ted Cruz. Well, the list can go on. But anyhow, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Let's talk about minimum wage. You know, people have to remember that minimum wage isn't a career. You know, when I started working and got minimum wage as a kid, you know, I was pumping gas at a gas station back when you could still get full service at a gas station. You know, and what minimum wage did for me was it made me stride harder. It made me work forward. I mean, it got me to where I am today because I didn't want to stay minimum wage. I wanted to do more. And I fear we're going to lose that. You know, $15 an hour is a lot of money. Even for people that make a lot more than that, they're sitting at home going, "No, it's not." Yes, it is. But the thing that people don't realize is that, you know, yes, minimum wage can go up. It can go up as high as you want, but everything else around it will go up. The biggest drawback to this is the people that are going to suffer the most are the middle class. You know, the skilled trade set. People have worked their lives, their butts off, to learn their craft as best they can to get the best money possible. Welders, construction workers, the list goes on, you name it. You know, a good skilled tradesman makes anywhere from $18 to $25 an hour. So now we're going to give people that flip burgers or well, just, you know, wash cars, whatever their first job is, doesn't matter what it is. I'm trying not to be racist. We're going to give them $15 an hour. So all those people that work their asses off to become skilled at what they did was for nothing. You know, and those people are going to be hurting the worst because somebody that makes $18 an hour now is, let's say a welder is making $20 an hour, and now all of a sudden we're going to give first-time workers $15 an hour. You think that welder's going to get a raise? Nope. All right, let's talk lower management. Those people work their asses off. You think they're going to get a raise? Nope. They're just going to be working more hours. You know, in business, when you hire a bunch of people as their first-time job, 50% of them you have to replace because they're just not worth the money you're spending on them, or they're just not right for the job. So you actually have high turnover, the lower the money spent on the employee involved. You know, and those people aren't going to suffer. I mean, for the first 5 years at least. And then after that, the economy will catch up to those people. And then we're going to be right back where we are now, you know. And people like me in management who are salaried and work their butts off to be able to get by aren't going to get a raise. I'll give you an example. The average automotive management makes 70-ish thousand a year. But yet when you figure out the amount of hours they work and the amount of time spent doing what they do, it ends up not being no more than probably $18 to $20 an hour. You know, there's a lot of hours involved in that. So, are they going to get a raise? There won't be any money to give them a raise. You know, I did kind of an interesting comparison. One night we were out having dinner, and at the restaurant we're at, they had these trivia books on the counter, and they were kind of neat because they had cost of living throughout the decades. What a gallon of milk was, what a gallon of gas was, and what housing costs, and what a carton of eggs were back in 75, and so on and so forth. So I thought, that'd be a good comparison. Let's just take two things. Let's take a gallon of milk and a gallon of gas, and let's take 5 decades, starting from 75 and working all the way up to 2015. 1 year a decade, and figure out what those two things cost compared to what minimum wage was. And I found something very interesting. To buy a gallon of milk and a gallon of gas for almost every decade, you had to work 1 hour at minimum wage. Give or take a few cents. But it was pretty close. Until we got to 2015. Here's where the problem lies. A lot of people are saying that the cost of living is so high they need more money. But yet, just taking that example, you no longer had to work an hour to buy a gallon of milk and a gallon of gas. You had to work 35 minutes. Well, now that California's minimum wage has gone up to $10 an hour, you got to work less than a half hour to buy both. So, to tell me that we've been we've been incorrect of how much we should pay throughout the years, I don't agree with it. In fact, I think that up until 2015, we stayed steady, and then in 15 we started to get ahead. Even more ahead this year. But also keep in mind, minimum wage is not a career choice. It should be a stepping stone. People don't want it to be. Seems like too many people want stuff for free and don't have to work for it anymore. And that will be the downfall to our society. Hands down. Anyhow, I'm going to go back to getting my hands dirty. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you don't, oh well, I don't care. It's my video. Tough shit. But please like and share if you would. Have a good day.